Alright, hey guys. So I'm going to be potting some vegetables that I plan to grow this summer outdoors. I'm a very beginner gardener, but some of these call for earlier crops. So I'm going to try to start planting them indoors. I'm going to grow kale. I'm going to start off with kale, tomato, and squash. I'm gonna start them indoors, and then I'm gonna, put them outdoors once they've sprouted a little bit. And then I also have some lettuce. I'm excited for this. I feel like this is gonna grow fastest. Anyways, I'm excited. So I'm just gonna walk you through my process. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I'm just gonna rewatch some just before I get started. So yeah. Okay, so the first thing I did was I went and I got young plant mix from Walmart. I don't even know if this is the right soil to get, but I'm assuming it is because it says for containers, vegetable gardens, flower beds. That's essentially something like what I'd be doing. I'd be starting really small and starting indoors before taking it outdoors. Now I just added water and mixed the soil as I went along. Just want to make it moist and ready for the pots. So now that that's done, I'm gonna get ready my pots. So I'm using really small, tiny pots here. These are like 4-inch pots, to be honest. So I'm going to be starting my kale and tomato seeds, and also squash in another small pot. But anyways, you just want to get your containers ready and add the soil in. And what I did when I was adding the soil was I was packing everything down tightly, because the tutorial I watched said you want to make sure there's no air pockets. So I just made sure to keep patting it further down. I don't want any air pockets. I also didn't fill it all the way up to the top. I gotta leave some space for the seeds for the sprouts to come out, but I don't know if I should be adding more. Mind you, this is a very beginner vlog. This is not even a tutorial, this is a vlog, because I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, so now that I have my 2 containers here, I do have to add one more, but I'll just start off with these 2. I'm going to be going in with the tomato seeds and following the directions here. I'm going to follow along with the tutorial that I watched, which suggests to start off with like 2 to 3 seeds at most in these little containers. So be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I actually just added a little bit more soil to the pot because the tutorial, she went up all the way to the top. So I'm just gonna keep going with the same pace as she is, because I'm a beginner, as I said. So now I'm opening my packets, and look at the kale seeds. They're like pebbles. I've never seen kale seeds before. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pick out, I'm gonna say 3 seeds each for these starter sprouts, and I'm going to poke I'm not even gonna go too deep. People think you have to plant your seeds all the way down there. No. We're just gonna do this, just like barely getting it in. So it's gonna be about like 1 inch deep that I'm gonna add them into. I created that little 1 inch. Just gonna drop it in. There it is. Going to cover it with the soil. Done. Okay, seed number 2. Picking it up, adding it in, covering it, dropping it in, covering it. So that means I have 1 is here, 1 is here, 1 is there. That's it. That's all we're gonna start with. Very beginner. Just gonna put that deeper. I know you barely saw that. I barely saw that. Okay, here's another one. See it? Cover it. Cool. 1, 2, 3. Done and done. Let's just keep that to the right. Right means tomato. Right means kale. Left means tomato. Okay, this is my third one because I'm also starting squash, and these are an appropriate seed size. Like I can see what I'm doing, I can see what I'm working with. So I'm only gonna put 2 in here. I don't even know if, you know, I should even be in something so big, but I'm a beginner. That's my excuse. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that in. First one in, and then the second one right there. Anyways, so this is my squash, kale, tomato. And then lastly, I want to put some red lettuce in a bigger pot. It needs a little bit more space. Yeah, so it says to start sow outside after a danger of heavy frost. Prepare a 30 centimeter container with soil, space 5 to 8 pods, and cover with 0.6 centimeters of soil. So I'm going to space 5 to 8 of them out. So I've got 6 pods, and I'm just going to add them in. So let's just dig a little hole like before. Cover. Grab another one. Cover. Okay, so I'm just gonna pat down this soil, which is well moist, very damp, because I already put water in it. And that's it. So I know what I planted. So I'm gonna move these back indoors just because I don't trust the weather out here. The thing is I'm not gonna be using artificial light. I'm gonna put these pots near a window where there's a lot of sun and make sure that they are well watered all throughout, and basically check back in maybe like a week or so, see if anything has sprouted. I'm so excited to share this journey. This is just part 1 of my whole new green thumb journey. This is very new for me this year, so yeah, can't wait to share more, but thanks for watching.